Yeyeoluwa title has always been sacred in the palace of Ile Ife. And after Queen Naomi's removal inside of the palace, the Yeyeoluwa title was something that Ooni had to make a decision whether he was going to carry out the necessary things needed for any one of them that wants to be the new Yeyeoluwa of Ile Ife kingdom to step forward and try to find out how exactly is he going to make it possible, because that is as sacred as making everybody know that this is the most important thing in the palace of Ile Ife. If the Oloris are happy about the decision Ooni is busy making, they should all be happy that he is trying to do all of these things so that they can all know that this is the life he chose for all of them. People are busy saying that Ooni should quickly give one of the Oloris Yeyeoluwa title. It is not just about giving any Olori, it's about giving the right one. That is where the problem is. Because if the right one is known by Oni, then there will be no problem. Oni would have given a person a long time ago. But when it comes to a position whereas he now has to think very hard before he finds out who exactly is the right one, that is when you now see that this is when Oni needs to think hard. This is what Oni needs to do to get himself in a better situation. So guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on when and where you are actually watching us from. This is Royal Update TV. We'll bring you top gist from the entertainment industry and also from the Ooni of Ife Palace. Every single one of the Oloris living in the palace of Ile Ife always wanted to get their hands on the Yeyeoluwa title, because they all felt like that was the most superior thing Ooni could ever give anybody, or the thing that Ooni himself thought it was more valuable than any of them could ever think of. I mean, it has hold such importance that since Queen Naomi has left, it is over 2 years now, and still not even a single person has gotten the title as the new Yeyeoluwa of Ile Ife Kingdom. The times are hard. Times that when Ooni has to do a whole lot of talk, a whole lot of disputes, a whole lot of things to actually find out who is capable of holding this title. That is what the Oloris are busy making it a huge deal for Ooni, because Ooni himself has to go out of his ways to find out who and who is responsible, who and who is willing to hold all of these things, because since Queen Naomi has left, none of them have seen capable of doing this. Not just because Ooni never wanted any of them, but because he knew what exactly they wanted to do. He knew what exactly they wanted to use the power as the new Yeyeoluwa to do. The most important thing is that Ooni stopped them before they even began. That is the most important thing, because without the help of Ooni now, all of them would have been in a position where they will go ahead and be fighting for who is the next Yeyeoluwa, how they are going to help themselves, how all of these things is going to play out for them. And yet, Ooni will not get the most suitable person for the work he is looking for right now. I mean, the fact that everybody is now thinking, are they not going to be the next Yeyeoluwa? Everybody is thinking about that. But most importantly, the thing is that Ooni himself knows what exactly the Oloris can do. So instead of allowing them to take their shots on whatsoever they want to do, it is up to him to make sure that all of the things they are doing, it is not affecting what he is planning to do inside of the palace of Ile Ife. Now, Ooni has now later found out that the staff of the Yeyeoluwa has been missing for over how many days, and the Oloris have never reported it. The Oloris have not even come to a conclusion that this is what happened. This is how it happened. Not even a single one of them. So, how do you expect Ooni to trust any of these Oloris? How do you expect them to say, okay, this is what happened though, we were here, the thing got missing, or something like that? None of them could not even say what exactly happened. All they had in their mind is that, well, Ooni will find another one, or Ooni will definitely look for it. Ooni can't get anything in particular, because all he's busy about is making the kingdom of Ile Ife a better place, a very conducive place that even tourists will be happy about it. But the Oloris, on the other hand, they are all bent on getting one thing or the other. If they are not getting one thing, they must go to the other one and check for how they can get it, because they can't rest until they have gotten whatever they have gotten. in the sense that Ooni is still trying to figure out who and who is busy trying to make it happen for themselves. Who and who is always bringing in all of those problems. It is up to Ooni to decide whether he still needs these Oloris in a palace or not. Because it has reached the time in Ooni's life that if he doesn't decide, people in the palace of Ile Ife will get to decide for him. And I am sure that is not what Ooni wants. Because Ooni knows the kind of people that are inside of the palace and in his community. So making them make such decisions, it is not that it is going to break the kingdom. No, it is not going to break the kingdom. But Ooni is now something that Ooni's life is now like something that everybody needs to take personally. Every single one of them need to take it personal. Because he knows that without the work of all the people he has around him, there is not even a single way he can get it under control. There is no single way at all. So instead of blabbing, talking about what they can do, talking about how they can actually handle the situation, it is best for all of the Oloris to realize that all of the things that Ooni have put together, all of the times Ooni has found out a way to sort out all the problems they had, he only stood by them. He never ran away. He never did anything of such. And that is something they should all hold on to. Because Ooni has been a very, very competent man since the beginning up until this moment. I mean, it has gotten to the time whereas if these Oloris don't appreciate Ooni for whatsoever he has done, it will be another different case. It will be another different thing. So Ooni and these Oloris need to figure out who and who should be the new Yeyeoluwa, because Yeyeoluwa leaving Queen Naomi and appearing to one Olori that does not even know how to handle it. It is going to be like a huge problem for them to solve inside of the palace of Ile Ife. The person might be happy, oh, I am finally Yeyeoluwa of Ile Ife kingdom. But the matters arising, can you handle it? You know, that is where the question is. Not about you being the new Yeyeoluwa, not about you controlling everything, all the things that is guiding the people of Ile Ife. Can you handle it just the way Queen Naomi did? That is where the question is meant to be. So guys, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And don't forget to drop your comments down at the comment section.